And we live. What's up, Jake? How's it going, man? What do you, I may be wrong, but it's highly unlikely. Hmm.
What do I
I don't
say?
know, mate. I don't know. I mean, you're not wrong very
Wrong.
often, that's for sure.
No, I'm never wrong.
You're never wrong.
No,
So you're not always right, but sometimes you're left. Is that what it is?
no, I'm usually right. The world's usually wrong, isn't it?
Unreal.
Right, so to prove a point, one sec, sorry.
To prove a point.
Yeah, we've just got a KFC. So I've asked for chicken in a bucket, a tub of beans, and a tub of gravy. Now, every time this local KFC, they give you the big tub, microphones in there, big tub of beans, and then two small tubs of gravy. But
Yep.
two small tubs of gravy, and I haven't done it. I haven't tried the scientific approach. I don't believe that two small tubs of gravy add up to one big tub of gravy. Do you?
I think you're gonna have to do the scientific approach with it just to see. You're gonna have to eat the big tub of
I was gonna do it
beans,
after.
and then you're gonna have to take the gravy and dump them in the two small gravies and dump them into the big tub to see if it's the
Well,
same.
this is this is why I've never done it because I love the gravy too much.
Hey Justin,
So,
how you doing?
good afternoon, Justin. So I'm not going to eat all the beans because the beans are like the filler that I might even eat like. So I've got 10 pieces of chicken and I love KFC.
Hmm.
So I think I'm not going to eat all the beans just to test it whether two small tubs add up to one big tub because
Did you
then I
get
don't want the
crispy
chicken.
or did you get crispy or grilled?
We don't have a choice.
Oh, just crispy. That's all you got.
Yeah, but there's no choice. Yeah.
So do you get a choice between spicy and regular, or
No, no, no choice. We get a choice between raw, semi-cooked, or cooked chicken.
that's awful. That's awful.
We should be on this. Yeah, it's on the menu in the UK. You know, raw, salmonella, semi-salmonella, or cooked. Yeah, we got three choices.
You need to create one of those memes. We need that out there in the verse. So,
Can you
oh,
imagine that?
Jake,
Go on.
we can't really get going too far here to be remiss to say that Gingy popped up on a recent Jerks
Oh,
podcast.
oh yeah.
So if
It,
you
it,
guys
it
haven't
was.
heard that, you need to go to Spotify and listen to the Jerks podcast where Gingy
It,
came back after like a year hiatus to
it was a shock.
yeah, I was surprised too.
I was
So
surprised, but it's like I've got enough ginger people in my life now. You got Harrison and Christine and talking to
well,
starting, didn't you?
he's in the hospital right now. He's bringing another one into the world.
Oh,
Well,
that might be a secret.
oh, it might. Well, not no more.
I don't know whether it is.
Oops. You can't keep that a secret. I mean, it's gonna be there, and then it's gonna be there for however many years. Like that's a secret you can't really keep.
He made me sign an NDA.
Oh, you signed an NDA? I didn't, so
Shout,
too bad.
shout out to the boys. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah. Shout out, Nick. Congratulations, man. Hopefully everything goes well with the delivery. So
Yeah, yeah. I hope it goes well. I'm just concerned about whether it comes out ginger or not.
we were busting his balls earlier about that. I told him, I said, if it speaks American, it's not mine.
Think about it though. Every ginger kid is a nutter. So let's think. So we've got
You,
Prince Harry, complete nutter, isn't he?
hmm.
Who else is there? Uh, Simon Pegg out of Mission Impossible and Paul, the
Sure.
films. Ginger, complete nutter. Who else is there? Him out of Harry Potter, the ginger one. See, the problem is if you're ginger, nobody ever knows your name. You're just known as the ginger one, aren't you? It's like,
That's
what's his
terrible.
name? I don't know. It's the ginger one.
Just awful. Just awful. But either way, congratulations, Nick. So
Yeah,
can't wait to
well done, mate.
see
Oh,
what character
Rupert,
your newborn's gonna collect.
Justin's
Rupert.
just
Yeah,
Rupert.
Rupert.
So that's even worse. You're ginger and your name's Rupert. When
Yeah.
RJ was a kid, when he was about 12, and
Hmm.
he had an habit of taking all his clothes off. And we were going to Scotland to Loch Ness. I think he was about 12. He might have been 13. And he's took all his clothes off. He's white as a sheet. I mean, RJ is like proper white. And he's waving his willy out the window saying, "Look at me, Rupert." Just saying, not that from me. Look at me, Rupert. Yeah. Who else? Yeah, Lindsay Lohan's ginger, isn't she?
We had a ginger in the thumbnail. We had Harrison was in the thumbnail.
Yeah, another ginger. They're
Yeah,
absolutely
he came
nutcase.
in. He came in. You asked him to tell me who his favorite character was, and the first words he spit out were Spider Man.
He did, yeah.
And then you had to correct him to tell him it's Hulk.
Yeah, yeah. See the t-shirt.
Yep, can't be wrong about that. You can't let kids grow up to be fans of Spider Man. It's just how it goes.
No, it's all right as kids, isn't it? But you need to evolve, don't you? I mean, he still wears a nappy and pull-ups, but once he's out of that nappy, it's come on, son. You're out of that nappy now. Let's have some reality. Go and get a job. Go and pay some bills. Let's say let's say to the psychotherapist, you're gonna have
Save
depression. You got ginger hair, your
save some
left
money
hand.
by don't being save some money by not being a Spider Man collector. That's the best way to go.
Oh, the price of Spider-Man stuff's nuts,
Oh,
isn't it?
it's stupid. The multiplier on Spider Man is ridiculous. It's dumb. So
Do you know what I was thinking the other day as well? I some did. Oh, I think it was a Midnight Suns post, maybe actually, and they run about certain cards and this, that, the other, and I was
mhm.
just like, Why bother with the Spider-Man and the Wolverine?" And it's like I know the prices are huge, but there's so many of those cards as well. If you want to collect it, you can collect it really, really cheaply, can't you?
Yeah.
You can have a huge. I mean, you collect that slot, don't you?
Well,
So
you saw the black opal medallion. Spider Man 101 got pulled, right?
no, 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 did it?
Yeah, somebody had posted it on Facebook, I think. So the medallions they got all the different colors, but the black opal,
Mhm.
that's the 101 for the medallions, and that had been pulled. And then somebody recently got the 101 Venom card from the base set as well.
It's all the Venom,
So like
yeah, yeah.
the big bulky Venom from Midnight Suns.
Oh, and
But
when I saw that post,
hmm
and there were people saying, "Oh, Venom's like the third best card." I'm looking and I'm thinking of the Spider-Man and the Wolverine. I'm thinking, shit, no, no, that Venom. If you out of the three, for me, the Venom will be the top card because the Spider-Man's shit, same as every Spider-Man. The Wolverine's all right. It's quite cool. Looks like a
he's
bit of a
got claws out,
Sandman
so that's a
with maybe.
bonus.
Yeah, yeah, that's quite cool. But out of the three, I'd go for the Venom, to be honest, is it?
You've watched the box openings of it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's your favorite inserts from the set?
I kind of like the set as a whole, to
I
be
think
honest with you.
overall, I mean
I like,
they have some fluff inserts in there, which you have to have that to get the box counts up, right?
yeah, of
But I
course, yeah.
think overall, it's probably one of the better built sets that they've had recently.
I think if I was to choose, and I can't think of the name of them, shame, William Ghost Rider's not here for us. What's the artist profile card? I don't know what they're called.
The one that Andre Meister did the whole set.
No, for each artist, they've got a profile card, haven't they? Have I got that wrong? Is it
I don't
Shades of
know.
something?
Ultra
Or is
Shades,
it
yeah,
only my?
that's the Ultra Shades. I think that's only Meister.
Is it only Meister?
I think so, but I don't know 100% because Upper Deck does what
Mm,
Upper Deck does and doesn't release a freaking checklist at all.
or maybe that's why I like that subset so much then. Maybe it
Let
is
me
why I
see.
like the subset
I'll take
so
a
much.
look here while we're talking about it. But yeah, the Ultra Sage is really good. I really like that one. The Ultra Abilities is really nice too. That's one of my favorite inserts in the set. It's the white background with like the silver foiling behind the character that really
Is
stands
that the
out.
ones? that are like the EX Century cards.
No,
That,
those are
that
they're
what they're
not
called.
acetate. The Hellfire ones are the acetate,
Oh, okay, yeah, they are. Yeah, yeah,
which those are kind of cool. It's the card, like the image of the character itself is like raised up. It's like on top of
yeah,
the acetate, so it's not in it. Let me
yeah.
see here.
They
So
look really, really
looking,
nice.
so we got the medallions, sketch cards, spellcraft, spirit of vengeance. All right, the ultra shades. Yeah, the Beckett checklist doesn't say who the artists are. There's 36 cards in that set though. They've got SPs and SSPs as
Oh, it
well.
must be that. Mate, it must be just Andre Meister.
I think he's the only one that did anything for that insert set. I think that's all his
Oh,
stuff.
amazing,
I could be completely wrong on
amazing.
that, but that's the only ones I've seen is Andre Meister for those. So
And we do need to slip in that he's now a mental con artist for
he is a
Mental
Mythicon
Con
artist now.
24.
We've been adding a lot of artists lately. We got quite a few of them now.
I love
Who
what Andre did on that set.
we just added a couple more Filipino artists as well to the list, which is really
Yeah,
nice. So let me see here who we got right now. We got here's our list of artists. Oh, you did update this. Okay, so we got
yeah,
Fred
updated it.
Fred and Ian, Michael Munshaw, Rhiannon, Joseph Reed, Michael Thomas, Ash Dre, Jomar Bolda. He's going to be in with us. Adam Braun, Tony Perna, J. Peter Annetts, Josh Warner, J.L. Warner there, Lee Lightfoot, UK folk there, Paul
Yeah, yeah,
Hill, Gordon
need that.
Willis, award-winning artist Tim Cologne, Louis Alonso, Eric Gist is going to be doing some work for us. He's going to do a live um, drawing, painting for us during the event. Miles Wool is going to be contributing. Michaela Peruta, Andre Meister, FX from uh, from over there in France as well. Judd
Yeah,
uh, Abed Newman. I'm probably saying the last name wrong. I'm sorry about that. Rustico Limosinero and Jason Saldan. How do you say that?
sorry,
Sal,
I'm just
Jason A. Saladino. I'm probably
yeah,
saying
I
that
would
wrong
say
too.
so.
I'm not good with the last names, but yeah, the list of artists that are going to be contributing to MentalCon is growing and growing and growing. So that's going to definitely help out with the fundraising efforts to help out comic books for kids. But
How many artists have we got now?
oh man, I just closed it. It's a lot. I think it's like 23 or 24 right now.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 23, 24 artists right now. Let's see. 25. We have 25 artists right now that are going to be contributing to MentalCon. So, and I'm sure between now and then we'll probably add a few more on top of that as well. So, we've got some artists that have done some pieces that are going to be giveaways and other auctions that people have just gone to shows and gotten for us as well. Mark Brooks and trying to remember. I can't remember who the other artist was right off the top of my head, but
Oh, I forgot about those cards as well. Yeah, and
yeah,
Matt
yeah,
Fuller got some stuff from
yeah. Matt Fuller got some stuff while he was
OAX.
at OAX, so that'll be great. So we're trying to get some more big names to add to the list too. Some people's schedules don't quite work to have them freed up to be able to do something, but we're trying to figure some stuff out to where we can have them at least somehow be a part of the event. So,
That's going to be huge with all them artists, though, isn't it?
well, for real, yeah, it'll be a good time. So 48 hours this year too instead of 24.
Have you just made that up?
No, that's what you told me. Your sure says you may be wrong, but it's highly unlikely. You told me 48 hours, so that's what we kind of
You
went
just
with.
made that up. 48
I'm just
hours. I
make
don't
I'm just
remember
making
ever
stuff
saying
up.
48
Yep.
hours.
And Jake said he's going to be up for the entire 48 hours, and he's never leaving camera.
Yeah, and
So,
Jake said, because he's got a T-shirt that says "Never Wrong."
yep.
What we're going to do with all them artists?
And since
That's
Jake's
a
never
lot, you
wrong, and
know.
I speak for Jake, he's going to be up for 48
Yeah,
hours. So.
Yeah, I can do that. I can just
Steve, what's going
disappear
on,
off
Steve? How you
stage.
doing, man? Hope you're having a great weekend. Lovely outside. We was just chatting about some mental con stuff. Midnight
Yeah.
Suns, the new addition to the Marvel family that'll be coming soon. So
Can we talk about Andre Meister's work, please?
yeah,
I
absolutely.
feel we need to. I mean, such shit. He's got such a classical style, hasn't he? Do you
Yeah.
know? And it's
Now
just
he's
like,
he's mostly a digital artist.
how has he gotten away with some of it? Like some of it normally be too scary
Hmm.
for Upper
Well,
Deck.
it's.
Normally
I
they'd
mean,
be like,
that's the. I'm sure most of it's probably borderline, like what was allowed even for this set. But this is a darker set, and they're not doing retail. So the expectation
oh
isn't that a
no,
kid's going to be
retail.
going up.
Okay.
Yeah, the kid's not. They're not expecting kids to go out and buy this set because they're not doing
Yeah, yeah,
retail. You know what I
yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It is darker version of Marvel, and I like that. I like that they went and are at least pushing the limits of what they're going to allow on cards. So
And
because you got
I just
guns,
love
you've got swords, you've got guns, you've got crazy, you've got scary.
the red. The red everywhere, you know, and it is like a blood red, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's what
Yeah.
you're thinking about.
Yep.
No, Andre is absolutely. I mean, we talk about Bianchi a lot as a card artist,
Hmm.
and we talk about Tom Fleming a lot. We talk about Gist a lot. You know, there's a lot of people who are all amazing. You know, we're so lucky to have so many amazing artists. And then for Andre to burst on, I mean, I'm not sure. I've seen him in. He did some stuff in anime too, I believe. I think he
Okay.
did like like the kaiju cards. So basically, they're not Marvel characters as such. They're like
Yeah, the monsters.
the anime monsters. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm sure he did some of those. And and then he pulls this out the bag, and you're looking, and you're just thinking, this boy just nailed it, hasn't he? Just
Yeah,
exactly my.
there there's a lot of really good cards in this set from a lot of good artists. There's a couple that don't
There
make any
is,
sense to me. Falcon didn't make any sense. Like the card itself doesn't. Like they
yeah,
can say
yeah,
whatever story
yeah,
they want to tie it in. The card doesn't go with the way the set is. You know what I mean? It's just him kind of hovering there, and it just doesn't.
yeah.
Just graphically, it doesn't make any sense for the set. Like it doesn't go
And
with any of the other cards.
they shouldn't have had Spider-Man or Wolverine. They should have just been left
Yeah.
out. Scarlet Spider, that was
But they
another
got to
just
put them
like
in there to sell the set. That's what they got. They got to put those characters in there
yes,
so they can sell the set. Like
yeah,
Venom makes sense because Venom is a scary beast, you know.
yeah, I get
Um,
anything like that.
but
Yeah,
that's yeah. Spider-Man and Wolverine don't make sense. I mean, I guess technically they're part of the Midnight Suns, like some of the newer runs, right? But they don't. Yeah, same with Ghost Spider. It doesn't make sense. Why is she in there? You know,
no, no,
other than it helps them sell the set. That's it. But
yeah, and future. I think it's the longevity of the boxes. I think if they think we're going to print, I don't know what was X-Men Metal around 30,000, I
I
guess.
think there's been some predictions of
Spider-Man
around,
Metal
yeah,
was
Spider-Man Metal was around like 50 or something like that,
50
or
something. Yeah.
60. Yeah, I've heard numbers of upwards of 70, but I don't know if that's true or not. But I
So
think they're
if you
talking this is right around
that
50,000.
I doubt Spider-Man Metal was like 70 because if you think about it, that would have been planned just, I mean, X-Men Metal time 1920,
Yeah.
whichever it was, uh, Marvel anime.
But you got to,
The
that number
process
might
was
be including
fine.
like yeah, that number might be including like the retail product too. Like if you account for the cards in the retail versions,
Yeah, possibly. Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
we'll never know. We'll
Yeah.
never know, and they don't need to tell us.
No,
You
but
know,
what they do need to
Pokemon
do
don't tell us.
is print an F and checklist. That's what they need to
What's
do.
one of them? What?
Put a checklist out of every set. Like
What do you
Moon
mean
Knight came out,
checklists?
a checklist, like an actual
What do you mean?
checklist of what the hell's in the set.
You've lost me. Sorry.
Midnight Suns there's a checklist
No,
up
I'm
on
winding you.
Beckett.
I'm winding you up. I'm
There-
taking the
yeah, there's
piss.
a checklist on Beckett, but there's nothing still on
That's what
Cardboard
I mean.
Connection because
Checklist.
Cardboard Connection hasn't been given anything from Upper Deck.
That's what I
And then
mean.
you
To
got
get
freaking
lists,
Moon
bro.
Knight released, and Moon Knight still doesn't have a damn checklist. Like
Yeah, I don't
seriously,
get it.
there's no
It
sell
doesn't.
sheet images or nothing. Just freaking put
It
the
doesn't
checklist
build the
out.
hype up. I've always
Checklist
said it. If you
checklist
put
should
the
be out.
checklist on, it builds the
Checklist should
hype
be
up.
out the day that pre-orders go up. It's that simple. Like you should not expect somebody to
Yeah,
put money down to order your product if you were not going to tell them what the hell's in the product.
yeah, yeah. No,
It's just ridiculous.
yeah. I think it's nuts. Yes, Josh, you're
Yeah,
right.
not just the day before, but I mean, there's sets that they've done that they didn't even put a checklist out for it. Like
And
it's
the
ridiculous.
thing is, they've sent that to the printers months prior, haven't they?
Yeah,
So
they
they
know what's in
know,
it.
don't they?
Masterpieces. They
Yeah,
put
they
a
know.
checklist out, and it was the wrong damn checklist. They put a
I know,
checklist
yeah.
out for masterpieces, and it was the wrong checklist. It's like your characters
I
weren't
know.
right. They weren't the right card numbers, but you had product printed, so you know which place they're in. Like it takes
Well,
5
you should
seconds to
do.
move a character on a checklist from one cell to another.
You should do. Hey, Josh, how's it going, mate? Can we go back to Andre Meister again?
Yeah, let's go back to Andre Meister.
He's the new Bianchi for me.
You think
If
so?
I'm to look at something, I think he's on a par with. I think
I
he's on a
want to
par with
see.
Bianchi. I think he's on
I
a
want to
par
see
with Tom
physical
Fleming,
works
a
first,
par
though.
with
I mean,
Gist.
I like his work. Don't get me wrong;
Yeah,
he
yeah,
did a great job.
yeah,
But it's the work he did in this set is digital. I want to see his
yeah,
physical work.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
discounting his work that he did because it still takes great talent to do that even digitally. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's no different, is it?
But I
Yeah.
want to see some physical work too before you can make that leap to say he's the new Bianchi.
I'm not saying he's a new. I'm putting him on a par with everybody
Oh,
else.
okay.
If I'm looking at, I mean, it reminds you of like Bill Sinkovich. You look at Bill Sinkovich; he's very similar to that kind of style, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's right up my street, the style. Do you know what I mean? It's just what I love. And I like the fact that he's put it in raw, it looks hard, it looks edgy. And and I'm not saying people haven't done that before, but I'm just like putting it out there to be so big in the set and to be so prominent in the set. I think he's done a wonderful job of it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. So, but no, I think there's a lot of good artists in the Midnight Sunset. Um, I think they missed. I don't think they missed on the inserts. I think they just have a couple in there that are kind of fluffy, like the glow in the dark ones. They're kind of fluffy. There's what's the other one? There's the Strange Tales ones is kind of cool. Like the comic cover ones, those are
No,
cool.
no, I like them. I think they're great.
I like the Hellfire ones. The
I
Ultra
do
Shades
too.
are
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
The Tombstones, those are cool.
Yes,
Those are kind of
Josh.
the
Put
Tombstones
Josh.
are
Put
the
put
capsules.
Josh's comment up. Put
Which
Josh's
one?
comment up,
This one right
Nathan.
here. He would be above
I
Bianchi
love
for
that.
me, but I'm just trying
I
to be
love
a
that.
more.
No, but he's got his say. He's just saying above Bianchi for him. Cool, love it.
Yeah, I
Really
mean,
nice.
and that's the thing. That's the nice thing with art, right?
Yeah,
It's
you're
subjective.
a
What's up,
legend.
Matt? How's it going?
Wait, what?
But
Did
yeah, that's the
somebody
nice thing with
say
art.
I,
That
Midnight Suns?
everybody's got
oh,
like their own opinions of what's good and what's not good, right? Like
yeah, it's
something
brilliant. Yeah,
that's
it's
something that's
brilliant.
the best to me isn't going to be the best to somebody else,
I gotta
and
say,
It's
these
that's fine.
ultra
And that's
abilities,
perfectly fine.
the
oh
foiling
yeah.
effect on them, the bats,
Yeah,
I love it. I'm a complete sucker for it. I mean, it is phenomenal, like, especially if you aim it at the light.
Can you make Matt big, Nath, please, so we can
yeah.
have a good look? Oh,
I
that's the
mean,
one. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's
It
a
kind
little
of goes
dark in
with
Forgot
your.
here.
about
It
that.
goes. It kind of matches in with your lights behind you.
It does as well, yeah.
He like moves the card, and the lights behind him kind of keep going.
It's got the lights are moving with it. What we need now is music. What we need is the Blue Oyster music, Blue Oyster Bar music out of Police
The Blue
Academy.
Oyster Club.
Do, do, do,
More,
do, 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 and we all start doing dances and that.
Yeah.
baby, don't fear the Reaper. Take my hand. That and the Hellfire.
No,
I really love the Hellfire. Those are the two I'm
Yeah,
actively
the
going
Hellfires
after.
are nice.
Yeah,
You know what?
like
You know what
just
I
the,
really like in this set is the comic cuts, like the layout of them. I like how dark the edges are, like the border on the cuts. because it with the brightness and the colors, the contrast and the comic clippings themselves, it draws your focus into the comic clipping. It doesn't take away from that in any way.
I got this thing yesterday.
It's so cool. I saw it on Instagram
Nice.
before, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, somebody said that this art was AI generated. I don't remember who said that, but
Okay.
that I was kind of not happy about when I heard that. So, I mean, if they're using this as kind of like a test to see if they can get away with AI art, then
But
yeah.
to put it in. You would think, though, I mean, you would just use a panel. It's so simple. Doesn't cost anything labor-wise for Upper Deck to use a panel. Just choose a comic panel, any comic panel, or even a montage of 2 or 3. Whereas if you use an AI, you've got to pay somebody to search the AI. You've got to pay somebody. You're going to go spend weeks and weeks looking for the right image and then use it. So maybe it is. I'm not saying
I don't think they're spending weeks and weeks. I think they're just pushing the button, looking at like maybe 10 or 20 pictures and going, okay,
Done.
you know, yeah. So I don't think they put that much thought, unfortunately, into it. But yeah.
But if we're talking comic clippings, cuts, or whatever we want to call them, I think that's a really cool. I didn't like the Spider-Man metal. The beginnings are kind of like, but I think this is the one for me. The X-Men metal. I love X-Men, but the X-Men metal was just too much metal to. It's like, oh yeah, we're X-Men metal. It was like, oh no, you're taking it away. And I think they're one of the best clippings designs I've seen recently. I mean, I like the old Rittenhouse with the white border, the red trim. And for me, is perfect. I mean, I love Flair to Spider-Man 2017. It's one of my favourite sets. I've always said it.
Just actually got
Don't
this one
like the
other
eye
day, too.
holes. See, that's cool. I do
The
like
fact
that.
that they actually put the detail and put actually like.
But
panels
I'm
like
not a
that.
fan of that. I'm not a
You're
fan of
not?
that because it's too vibrant on the edges. It pulls your
That's what I'm
attention away
saying.
from the
So
clipping.
if you put the, do you
What
want
up,
to put
Will?
both together, Matt? Both the cuttings.
How you doing, bud?
Will, my boy. Put them both together for us, please. And I think it's really great, the design they've done. It's one of my favourites for quite a while. Yeah, to me, there's no contest. The tombstone shape is brilliant, isn't it? And then the border doesn't take away from everything, and you got the year on the front and that. But I love it.
Yeah, but yeah, like when you look, like Josh says here, a little distracting for sure. So like you look at the two comic clippings, and it's so much easier to focus on the comic clipping itself on the Midnight Suns one than it is
Yeah, it's
on the
great.
Spider-Man Metal one. It's just
it's even a better
it's so
font.
much different. Yeah,
It might be being a wanker here, but just look at the bottom of the font. Even the font is so much better.
Jake and his font, man.
Design,
we can't talk about font. This is going to be a 5-hour show if we start talking about font. Because you're going to change what you like and what you don't like. If we talk about
we're going to talk
font.
about Papyrus and Times New Roman and Helvetica and Comic Sans and
the
font that every comic book person loves.
Matt, you don't even know, man. When we're doing like the designs for the Mythicon cardstock, it's like this font, no this font, no do this font. He's like, what if we do this font? And it's like, we don't even have that font available.
Don't be like that. We found our own font. We might have a surprise guest in a second.
Use the Batman font. Use the Batman font.
I tried it. I tried the Batman font.
We tried the Batman font.
It
was not good.
It didn't work. But I tried it.
That's one of those times you were wrong.
Than Comic Sans. I admitted it the day after. I said no, I'm wrong.
Yeah. So even Will says the Midnight Suns are his favorite comic cut designs. Yeah, I think a lot of people really like them.
Yeah, I think they're really cool. I want that surprise guest to jump on. He should be. Or maybe not. I've sent him a link anyway. Yeah, I think they're great. I do think they're really cool.
Well, Lewis did Midnight Suns has been a hit. Like, I know the Ghost Rider characters, they love it. Oh shit, this guy's here.
Everybody's popping in.
I gotta let him. I gotta let him get connected first.
Yeah.
So you guys, this guy's one of my, this guy coming in. He's one of my favorites. So
actually, I'll show you. This is actually this actually looks better to me. Was the Masterworks ones for, I think it's Masterworks. These right here. See, that's just simple. That's just a better kind of gray.
It's simple. It's just so much wasted space.
Yeah, no, I mean, because you have the auto.
But yeah, it's simple.
This takes up so much more space.
Yeah.
You know, because it has to.
Right.
Yeah, because of the autograph.
Yeah.
True.
But I think if they did this maybe with like a red and blue, and then had the clipping in the middle, that would have been a lot better, honestly, in my opinion, than just the muted gray. I mean, I know you're trying to take the focus to the auto and the actual picture, but you know, maybe a little more. This is, like I said, this is very similar design to the X-Men metal ones, isn't it? In terms of the way those were designed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But so we had Midnight Suns was really good. Everybody's liking that set.
Yeah.
Like most sets, it's not gonna stay up there in value long term. I don't think there's gonna be a few cards that do. But it shouldn't be about that anyway. It should be about how much fun you had with the set. And so far, from what I've seen, it has been a really, really fun set.
It is. I mean, like I said, the Hellfire and the Ultra Abilities are my favorite, and then the Hellfires are just, like I said, the background, the fact that they actually have that kind of like shading in the back.
What up, man? Yeah,
and then the fact that it's raised, you know, that it's got that, which you can't really see very well on the camera there, but.
Yeah, it's like they overlaid the image on top of the acetate, which is really cool.
Yeah, Derb is the king of EPAC, bro. Derb is a master of EPAC.
Those toilet poles are amazing.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of cutting back on the magical crapper packers. Is what
Jake
I call
will be
it,
right
so.
back. Harrison needed it. So.
Derb, did you pull that Spider-Man, or did you trade for it or something, or?
Which Spider-Man?
Was it you that posted the medallion? Somebody posted a Spider-Man medallion?
Oh, yeah, no, I bought that. I saw one pop up on eBay, and I made an offer, and the person accepted it. So, actually, it's right here. I haven't put anything in the binder yet, so it's just sitting here in my desk in my office. But,
boxes are what, like 185, 200? That's what most people are getting boxes at?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think that price is going to go lower, honestly. With
we got a gaming shop by us that doesn't typically get Marvel cards in, and I'm on the road, but I reached out to them. They said, yeah, we got one box left, so she stopped for me on her way to Utah this weekend, and she picked it up for $150 for a box of Midnight Suns. So there's shops out there that got them that low. You just got to be willing to look and go to them. So, but.
How you been, Blue? I know you've been away for a little bit, bro.
Man,
we miss you, bro. We miss you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I saw the Facebook message and I had to jump on because I do miss you, Nathan. I really do.
Whatever. Yeah, it's no, I'm having a good time. Just out here right now. I'm at the company's hotel, just waiting to pick out a truck. So, trying to get something that fits my business plan. But can't wait to get back on the road and getting cards because I'll have more stuff to break then with everybody, so it'll be fun. But Serge, those weren't your books that you sent in that reel, right?
God, no, brother. Oh my God, if they were,
man, those were some killer books.
But, sure. Did you see how clean they all were?
Yeah, well, yeah, you know what's going to happen to them, right? They're going to end up in somebody's closet, and then they're going to be like, I don't know where they went.
Somebody sent me the link to the backdoor chat. You know, somebody sent me that link so I can sneak my books in.
There you go. No, yeah, CGC's been having a rough go lately. That's for sure.
Lord, yeah.
Listen, I just left the con and they don't have any issues, brother. They're busy, bro.
Oh no, they're gonna stay busy. I'm just saying, like all the stuff that's been coming out, like books disappearing, employees sliding them back door, stuff like that. But then somebody made a video. I forget who it was. They were talking about like CBCS has
Isn't that the same thing that kind of happened to some of like the Marvel sketch cards or something like that? I heard a long time ago. Marvel sketch cards that never made it out, never got released, never made it to the public.
They get rejected, so they don't make it out there. But then later on, somebody passes away, and then all of a sudden now there's an estate sale, and then all these rejected cards that were supposed to be destroyed, get released out into the world,
and they pop up on eBay. Yeah.
Yep.
Sergio.
Mr. Jake, Uncle Jake.
Uncle Jake.
Uncle Jake.
Wait.
What's going on, man?
What are you up to? Come on.
I just left the con, brother.
Oh, did you just leave? Oh shit! How was it?
It was too busy, bro. That like my social battery's drained, bro. I gotta go.
Which con were you at?
The Mega Con up here in Orlando.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got that drive down to Miami now, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Nice.
It ain't too bad, you know.
No, it's not too bad.
Not too bad.
It's a good time of the day for it. So.
What was it like? Did they have lots of comics there?
It was super busy. They had more comics this year than they did last year, which is nice. I didn't buy any comics.
It's got to be that Florida. It's got to be that
stuff. I got a couple things done.
Yeah, you can't buy anything. You need to be. You
just went all robot.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm in like the middle of Florida.
Yeah, it's all good.
You need to be in the UK, Sergio, to be buying shit, don't you? In the wrong fucking continent all of a sudden.
Josh asked.
I am in the wrong continent.
Josh asked, "What's the coolest thing that you saw at the con?"
Who isn't the coolest thing? Sergio's
probably the Bianchi.
I was about to ask if you were able to.
No, that's not true. That's not true. He wasn't there, but he had a Doom piece. He had a Doom like headbutts for like 2K. But again, I was on a different mission, man. So
yeah.
Very cool though. You know, a lot of good artists out there. A lot of cool voice actors too, which is pretty cool. A lot of One Piece people.
Nice.
We had a lot of them at Fan
Listen, honestly, I think. Well, what do you think? You think it gets busier every year? No, I feel like it's gotten busier this year than it was last year and the year before that.
It seems like it does at those events, right? I haven't been to any of the cons, but
even in the UK, when I first started collecting cards, maybe like 4 years ago, there weren't that many card shows. There was London Card Show, and now there's fucking tons. They're everywhere. I mean, there's no Marvel, some Marvel, but that's not the point. But there's a lot more comic and card shows than there used to be. I think it is becoming more popular.
Yeah, I think so. I think now that we're kind of out of COVID and everything, and people are able to get out and do stuff, and they have those collections that they've amassed, during that period. They're out now trying to get more and, trade more and buy more. So, problem is you can't.
I mean, if you look at most, no, you can't sell. I can't sell Marvel over here, so don't try anymore. There's no point.
Yeah.
But if you look, I mean, I got into probably social media and comics and cards and stuff probably around the same time. I remember Sergio, I remember Doom, Elusive, Gingy. So Justin was around the same time. There was tons of people who came in at that time, loads and loads of people. But it's a good thing, isn't it? Because loads of us came in at the same time. And we all had this same learning exercise, we went along together.
I mean, my thing was just trying to kill time, basically trying to, go through. I had these huge, 5,000 count boxes with a mixture of football, baseball, basketball, and comic cards all kind of scattered throughout them. So, I started just, right before COVID hit, I found them and was kind of starting to sort through them after I was recovering from major surgery. And that was kind of my therapy, basically, was to be able to go through those cards and kind of relive those good times of being able to go to the card shop with my parents, and my mom bringing me there after. I have 3 sisters, so it's kind of like a nightmare going to, the mall, basically, and having to wait 6 hours for them to be done getting clothes, picking up clothes while I'm sitting there hiding in like the racks, basically, the circle racks, like, trying to avoid my three sisters as they're trying to find clothes for school. My mom's like,
Yeah, of course,
if you're
yeah.
good and you don't pick fights with your sisters, I'll bring you to the comic book store. And so I was just loading up on, 90 Masterpiece and comic images and stuff like that. So but I never put them in binders. I never really did. I just put them in the long boxes, the long 5,000 count boxes. And, to this day, it's just a bunch of stuff stacked all over there, which I'm still sorting through. So
I can just imagine Matt in the mall. It's just like, oh, what do you think of this? That looks lovely. Everything is just as part. Perfect. Number one, perfect.
Let's get the hell out of here. please, Mom. We've been here for 7 hours. Like literally, like Lakeside Mall in Metairie, Louisiana. 7 hours sometimes. Just
Johnny, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
Three sisters and my mom to try on clothes and be done. My dad's like, yeah, I got to work. My dad would avoid shit like that all the time.
Yeah.
He's working.
Your dad wasn't working. He was off everywhere except for going shopping.
Who's playing golf?
Johnny, the Marvel Jokes Award winner for the best collection of last year.
He wins a lot of awards for his collection.
Oh, Johnny's got such a cool collection. He's so humble about it. Like he's just. I wonder what Johnny's got stashed away. Honestly.
Well, it's probably not pork rinds underneath his keyboard.
All like me. Oh! Can we? Let's go back to comic clippings. 1 second.
Comic clippings, yeah. He says 1 second, but it's going to be like 10 minutes later.
Can I show you a comic clipping?
Yeah.
Right, sorry, boys. Where are we? Right, so can we get on?
Hold on, Jakey. Sergio's gonna share a clipping.
Oh yeah. Oh no, let Sergio show.
Oh shit.
There we go. There we go.
Oh damn.
Oh
nice.
Yes.
I heard some people were buying OA, something like that, right? Some people were buying OA somewhere like last week or something. I got some OA.
Yeah,
too,
it's
man,
like the new thing.
Yeah, I heard it's like the cool thing again.
That's awesome, man.
Thank you,
He's
guys.
all just got a beaty there and then. Has he done that there, Sergio?
What's
Has
that?
he done that for you or that sketch then?
Yeah, so John. He charges a pretty penny, like especially what I asked for, and I was like, oh, let me try to get something else. Like, you want to just do like a doom face? I'm like, yeah. And he hooked me up, man. So you usually, because like last year I tried to get a sketch, and he was like kind of like about it, like he wasn't sure. But you never know. Like all of a sudden, like massive people start lining up, and then he can't finish the sketch, and like then he has to mail it to you, and to him it's annoying, which I understand. But I just caught him like really early in the morning, man, and he hooked me up. So coming from one of like my favorite comic cover like artists, like the penciler, like inker, Shooter and Beatty, man, I'm in.
Nice.
Yeah, you look at that, you look at Secret Wars and that, and it's just like, oh yeah, this is like, it's the shit, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't get any of that, Serge.
I feel like we've just like back in the 80s, and you get a legend on the screen, and they go, right, we'll do the transatlantic legend who's going to come on and talk for us, and it breaks up, and that's what Sergio is now.
All that money that DeSantis spent on his presidential campaign, he could have got Central Florida some better internet. I know that.
Yeah.
Sergio's got such a cool collection. We all know that anyway, don't we?
Yeah,
I'd like to know what Sergio's got fucking hidden under the mattress.
International piles galore, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, there'll be some cool shit. There's some cool shit.
Oh, we lost him.
Can we get back to me?
Yes, back to you. Back to Jake.
You know it's all about me. It's all about me. Right. Can we say?
Oh.
We know what that says, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
X-23, 2005, number 1. Cool. That is Laura's mother when she realizes she's giving birth to X-23 and they're going to turn her into an assassin, which is all good. It's all, all cool. That's how it should be.
That's a
That
great
is not in the
panel.
fucking book. It's not in the book.
Oh no, is that one of the ones that they put the wrong page?
They really like to
Yeah.
mess with your girl, don't they, Jakey?
Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, that is the comic book.
Using
That is the
completely wrong
cover.
characters for artwork, using ads
Yeah,
from
we've
other
got the
books.
Geode.
Is that the one that's
Isn't
the
the
ad
wrong-
from another
is-
book?
This is. I'll show you now what this is. One sec, sorry.
Did you guys see yesterday somebody posted, I think it was issue 66 of Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, and it was series 1, and they had supposed to be a clipping from, I think, issue 66 of the newer one that's out. But they had used the one that has the issue with Mysterio, basically, which was like from the 60s, when it was supposed to be a modern book on the back. So they had used like a Golden Age book instead, clipping in a modern comic. Let me see if I can find it.
So
All right.
that
Jakey.
is the graphic. That's the graphic novel. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the back, then I've got quite a few graphic novels, and they'll give you like they'll show you like like comic covers as such.
Yeah.
So you'll know what cover variants are from there. Really good for anyone who doesn't. If you want to learn things about certain characters, it's amazing. So in the back, there's a lot of different panels from different comic books.
Yeah. So it's a cut from within the book, but it's not part of the actual book itself. It's part of like the promotional material inside.
Wow.
That's terrible.
Basically, yeah.
So here's this one.
Yeah.
So this is ASM 66, but this is from the series 1. But they were supposed to use it from the modern book, which I don't know how you get that screwed up. That's several decades of a screw up right there.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's insane.
Yeah, properly nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, what? It's just
The
like,
interns who are basically doing the clippings,
I don't know.
what are you doing?
Screwed
Well,
up.
I know with this one, all they've
Probably the
done.
same people that are making the checklist.
Yeah. But you will put the better people on the comic clippings, wouldn't you? You would think like, right, okay, we get the ones who are really on it, who really know this. And let's be honest, you don't really need to know your stuff. I could go in there now with Harris and these 3, and I could give a 3-year-old 10 copies of, let's say, Hulk 181, for argument's sake, or A15 or whatever it is. 10 copies and say, Harrison, cut, pieces out of that you like. Job done. Nobody can mess up. So it's whoever's giving these people. And I understand that they bought the graphic novel for the X-23. The Spider-Man's a completely different ballgame. That's just ridiculous. And I do understand it, but it's just like, you can buy a coverless book. The coverless books are reasonably cheap, even for strong Silver Age, Golden Age comics. You can buy coverless books reasonably cheap. Just buy a coverless book. Give that person the coverless book. Don't do out of 50. Do out of 10. Do out of 5. Do out of whatever you want that to be. And that person cannot fucking get that wrong because you give him the book. It's simple. And the guy who I always love and applaud, Grant's whatever his name is. Sorry, I don't know his surname, beginning with S, I think, Silverbound or whichever. He knows his comic history, So let Grant be in charge and say, there you go, there's X amount of comics. Please cut us some pieces out of that. And that's it. Job done. Simple. It's not hard.
It's simple organization. You can just have a binder per book, honestly. I don't know if there's
Exactly,
a pile that they're stacking stuff into, or you just have a binder, you get like the scrapbook sheets basically, and keep the comic in there, and then you basically have little sleeves you can put the clipping in, I don't know. It doesn't make much sense. There's got to be some script. Maybe it wasn't actually Upper Deck. Maybe it was actual printers. Maybe when they got there, somebody messed up and put the wrong panels or got everything jumbled. I don't know. It's another QC issue they have to work out. Honestly.
Well, they couldn't have done with the X23 ones. It took me ages to work out what they were doing. And if I didn't have the graphic novel and the comic books, in fact, me and Leo, 3 comics, we were looking quite a few and were sending messages. We're always messaging each other. I'm saying, Leo, I can't find this fucking cut. Is it me? So I'm sending in the link to read it online because we all know there's free, areas to watch, read free comic books. And I'm saying, I missed it. I must have missed it. I said, and then I was like, well, I know the image. I think I know the artist. I'm just not sure which part of which comic that is. And it was only when I saw something else. There's one of X23 in Savage Lands. It's on eBay now. And I looked in the back of the graphic novel. Now that image has been used twice. You understand that? It was in Uncanny X-Men maybe about 146, 145, 147 when there was the Savage Lands run. And it was also used in a standalone X23 comic. And they looked back to a history and they pulled the panel from that comic book into a more modern comic book. So I kind of get that, but it was only when I opened the back of the graphic novel and I got to the back page and I thought, yeah, that's it. Shit, yeah. That's just like, they've just given that person the graphic novel. So you can't blame the printer for that, can you? It's...
Yeah.
Just, these sets, we've seen them with sets like Allure where it's basically an imitation of the sports sets. We see the sets as they go progressively get more and more inserts and color parallels, which moves us closer and closer to the sports sets. Wait till the day that Upper Deck decides we're not going to use actual pieces of comic. We're just going to print off the image and put that in a card. And then it's not even a real comic clipping, but they're calling it a comic clipping, like they do in sports with the relic cards. Because they have those memorabilia cards, and on the back, companies like Panini will put not from any specific game or event. And people have torn those open, peeled the patch off, and it says on the back like the player's name, because they like sticker everything. They'll say the player's name, and there'll be patches that the same color jersey, but it's not even the player that's on the card. I can see that happening with the way Upper Deck is transitioning things to where they start giving, because they already do manufactured relics as part of sets. Yeah. We see those, like the spiderweb stuff and the manufactured patches and things like that. I can see them eventually going to where they're doing manufactured comic clippings, where it's just a print out of the comic clipping itself. And then here is your card, and it's serial numbered out of 15 and 25 and 40. Chris, how you doing, man?
Hey, bud.
Chris.
Yeah, I think at that point, that's when, if they ever did that with comic clippings, I think they're going to lose a lot of people at that point in time, because comic clippings have quickly become like one of the primary chase cards beyond sketches, even, because that's what's been available to us now. Whereas the sketches are becoming fewer and fewer in each box, in each set. The comic clippings are increasing. And if they start changing those to printed versions instead of actual versions of the comic books, that's going to be really bad. Yeah, no worries, man. Don't sweat it, Serge. All good. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you.
Serge. Well, that's my problem with the graphic novel. That's my problem with that graphic novel. That's cuts. Unless I've got the comics, it's not. I mean, I've got them raw. I haven't got slabs. Some I've got slabs, some I haven't. And I've mainly got the raws as well. But it's just like, I want a piece of the raw comic. The comic isn't fucking expensive. It's not. You're talking. Oh God, for the 2010 $10-15 comic,
Mhm.
if that, maybe. It isn't a lot, you know. It's just
Yeah.
like, you know, no, just don't do it. You know, we're not talking a huge Silver Age comic. You know, we're not even talking a Golden Age comic. We're not talking a Bronze Age. We're talking a modern. We're talking a modern comic book. You know,
Do we know what the
it's pretty
process is for acquiring those books? Do they actually go to like comic book stores and just buy them, or are they like with buybacks? Are they like issuing like, hey, we need these
No clue.
cards? You know, if you send them in, no, we don't know.
No clue.
I'm sure Ian
I mean, if
Taylor
it's
probably
modern,
knows.
if it's
that
modern, they
he's
probably just go to the comic book stores and get them. You know what I
Okay.
mean? There's so many of them just sitting there. Like you can go to
Yeah.
any comic book store and they're going to have a big surplus of books.
Yeah,
You
they're
can-
gonna
you can just
dig
all
through
the
the
way back
dollar
to the
bin.
early '90s. So
I mean, you can just go on eBay,
Yeah.
can't you? Buy for a reasonable price anyway. It doesn't even take fuel or the employees' time to drive about, and you can just
Mhm.
go on eBay and buy whatever. I mean, in fact,
yeah,
the comic. This is what I've always thought. I, oh, 1 second. Come here. You want to say bye bye? Yeah.
Harrison's got to come in and do his
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
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 Bye.
Love you, chicken.
See you
Love
later,
you.
kiddo.
Oh, brilliant.
That's the only
He's got
person in the
more
world he
books
says that
than
to, by the way.
Garrett. That's true, yeah. No, that is actually true, yeah.
Yeah.
He's adorable, man.
Sorry, what were we at? Oh, yeah. So what I was thinking of is, I know they like to do like in Flare Ultra Avengers, so they'll say such a character or book came out in '64, so we'll do 64 clippings of that book, and I love that. I love that idea. I love the
Mhm.
process. But to be honest with you, let's say Flare Ultra Wolverine. So you could say, I don't know. Let's just use Hulk 181s because everybody knows it and it's the simplest, thing to use. You could just say, listen, we've got this Hulk 181 book, coverless. We can only get 15 clippings out of it. Then that should then dictate how many clippings are in that set. And then that is you done. I mean, then you could go to again for something really well known. You could go the Wolverine #1, the '82 version, the limited series. And if you say, well, we can only budget for one of these raw books or a really bad grade one, and we'll crack the book, we'll crack the slab, because it's a relatively cheap book anyway. And then you could just say, well, we can only get 30
Yeah.
clippings out of this. And then that comic book could then dictate how many clippings you got for that set. And then you cannot go wrong, can you? And they're readily available off eBay, aren't they? If I made the process
Yeah, I
too
think
simple.
so. Maybe it's possible, but we're dealing with Upper Deck, so it's
So I jumped in a little. I don't know how late
Yeah.
you guys or how long you've been doing. Oh, well, it says 58 minutes. But did you guys go over who the artist list so
Concept
far
list, sorry.
is? Mental Con or
Yeah, we went over the artist list for MentalCon already.
did okay. And the sign up sheet, where I think you sent me a link, but that was for something else. Do you still have that, or
They
do you
just
wanna
got to reach
share
out to
that?
us. Nope. If an artist
Oh,
wants
okay.
to join, they just got to reach out to us.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm talking about
Message
people
us,
who
tell us they
actually are
want
going
in.
to.
We add them to the
Like I know it's.
we add them to the artist chat group and go from there.
Okay,
So
but people
pretty
who are going to
simple
be on
process.
like I know.
Once we get the blanks in, then we just reach out. We have an artist chat group already set up with all the artists that are involved, and then we'll say, hey, blanks are in. These are the sizes that we have available. Let us know what you want. We get them shipped out. They get them. They send them back to us. Then we get them uploaded to the website for auctions. So, Sober, what's up, man? 2 minutes. This is a half hour. This is half hour right here. 2 minutes. That's half hour. There's no 2 minutes. Start the timer. 59:07. Sober, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well, man. But yeah, artist is pretty simple as far as that goes.
Okay.
We're gonna have 5x7. We'll have 3-panel and 4-panel as well as standard stock sketches. available.
Well,
and
I
it's
was
gonna be the same
actually
thickness as we had last year.
I was also asking, like in terms of actually people want to sign up to actually be on camera to fill time slots.
Oh, as far as like guests
Has
and stuff like
yeah,
that.
is that available yet, or is that
No, not yet, not yet, because
okay?
we have to get the hosts all in place. Because Jake and I aren't hosting the entire 48 hours, so
I know
we have
Matt's
hosts.
hosting.
Yep,
I work.
and then
I'm now
those
officially
hosts
no
are going to
longer
be
nights,
able,
so I'm off on
those
weekends.
hosts
So
are
if
going to
you
be
need
able
my help,
to. Yeah, okay, sounds good. But those hosts are going to be able to kind of schedule their own guests
okay.
and do what they want to do. And Jake and I will be more or less there when we can be there and producing, moving cameras around, adding, chat and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, it'll make things a little bit smoother for us on our end, a little less stressful, share the load sort of thing. But yeah, he's close. He's less than a minute to go. See, this is what I'm talking about. 2 minutes never happens. So
Well, now that I have my nerd room
I
set up,
can't do
basically
48 minutes.
I'm available for whatever you need me to do. So
Yeah, no worries. So oh, what is this? Andrea needs Wi-Fi for Harrison and TV. Don't be like that. Don't be like that is probably what he meant to type. So you can't even
priorities.
read now. So yeah, but I do have. I can show the stock here too.
Yes,
I've
I'd like to
decided
see
on
that.
the stock, so we can show the design. Yeah, give me a sec. It's taking a while to load because I have to use hotspot, so everything's taking a little bit to load. So as soon as we get that up here, I might have. I don't think I could. Yeah, I do have it. There we go. Do that. Present, share screen. That. Share. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to share. Let me see. Share screen window. There we go. Okay. This is, as soon as this loads, because now it's being slow on our end. Can you see that yet or no?
I cannot see. It's still a white square right now.
Yeah,
in StreamYard.
it's just being slow. See, I got that Florida internet going on here in Missouri.
I was about to ask you where you were. So
ridiculous. Yeah,
All
I'm
over
in
the
Springfield right now, so
okay. Yeah, I just sold a few cards at ComC, so I have enough to send home my bulk from there. So
this is on the front of the card. It's just going to have an MC like in the bottom right hand corner of the card, kind of like the cards have AP on them. It'll just say MC on it, and then the front will basically be blank. It'll be a blank slate. So this is going to be the back of the card here, and then in that top portion we'll have the logo for this year's stamp, because every year we're doing a different artist will create a logo every year. This is going to allow us to at least have a template for the cards moving forward, so that way that's consistent, and then each year we'll just get a new stamp for the new logo to put on the cards. So yeah, so that's what we got going on for the blanks.
That is unconfirmed. The back though.
No, it's not. We've already confirmed this.
Well,
no, we've already.
It's unconfirmed. It's
already agreed on the back. We're not changing it anymore. We've left hours in that. Because of
the back is unconfirmed.
Fonts,
the back is unconfirmed until God has said it's right. We need the back blue. It needs to be blue for a start. Leo.
No.
My boy.
We're not changing it again. No, we've already agreed on all the details of the back.
We agreed on we agreed on blue. No, we agreed on blue. Don't make me shout at you.
No. You agreed on blue for the MC on the front. The back, you said you wanted.
No, on the back.
What do you want? You want the lines blue? Is that what you want?
But I changed my mind. Yeah, please. I changed my mind.
See? Yeah, he changed his mind. See, this is what I deal with all the time. Beef Jerky Boys, what's up? What's up, Free? How you doing, bud? What do you
I
want to
was
change
wrong.
on it now?
Uh,
You're ridiculous. We're losing viewers
The red.
because you want to change stuff.
No,
Everybody
red,
dropped off.
we,
Should I do a
The
giveaway?
two,
Some
the
people
two
back in
borderlines. The two borderlines.
yeah,
You want those blue now?
we agreed. Yes, please. Yeah,
It's an easy
we
enough
agreed
change,
on that.
Jake.
Let me see what I have on
Okay.
EPEC.
We just lost 6
we
viewers
agreed
because
on
you
that,
want to change
so-
the color of the lines on the back. Ridiculous. Anyway, what do you want to talk about,
Don't
Jake?
be like that. You're
Don't be
terrible.
like
to me,
what?
Nathan. You're terrible.
Look, this is the
Terrible.
Marvel
And I'm
Jerks
sure we
podcast,
agreed.
not the Kiss Jake's
We
Butt
agreed
podcast.
ages ago. Honestly, I said red and Batman font, and I agree I was wrong. So I was either Batman font
So-
or Blade font, and I was wrong on both counts. I admit it, I was
Both
wrong. But
accounts. Wrong on both
I
accounts.
wasn't
You
wrong.
heard it here
No,
first.
Nathan.
You heard it here first.
wasn't
Jake said he's
wrong.
wrong on
No,
both accounts.
it's a
Will clip
process.
that. 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 15 seconds. Clip.
It was a process that we were going through. You don't want to go through the fucking process. You just want, right, that's it.
Really?
I want this done. No, we need a process. And you know, my process goes from sober, semi-sober,
Which
tipsy,
we get no work done
drunk,
when you're sober. We get no work done when you're
pretty
sober.
drunk. Better when I'm drunk. Yeah, it's better when I'm drunk.
Oh shit.
See, Leo's got it right. God doesn't make mistakes. It's a
Mhm.
process.
Yeah.
It's called.
That's why he
technical
just wipes it
direction.
out. He just wipes it out when he's done and he doesn't like it anymore.
Hey, what's up, Joseph?
Oh, Joe, how's it
That's
going?
already
Another
that's already
mental on
happened
our
too.
list?
Yeah, we've already had to scrap ideas.
Yeah, Joe, we're changing the mental con logo. We're fucking you off because I've got a
No,
better idea.
no, we're not. We're not changing the
we are.
Mentalcon logo.
We are. It's changing to that. We're going to have that,
More
Joe.
inspiration right there.
We're not
We're gonna
adding
have
any
that.
more hats. We're not doing any of that weird shit that you want to do.
Come on, Joe's a legend. I love
Can
Joe.
No.
the brain have like eyeballs hanging off with a monocle? on
I
it?
will
mean,
descend
Matt's
from
got
the
it
throne.
stuffed.
I will descend from the throne and cast down upon you, Jacob.
Matt
Oh, my
did just come up
goodness.
with a good idea then. Oh, that was a brilliant idea. Oh,
Sorry.
look at the sober
Sober
face there.
face.
But
It's better when I'm drunk was my old YouTube name. That's awesome.
I'm down with that. Like, I can get that. Yeah, 100%. I can get that. But
My goodness.
I am excited about, to be serious, the amount of mental con artists we've got for 24 so far. And what's
It's
great is
insane.
like we've got
Yeah.
four Filipino guys. We've got 2 French guys. We've got a British guy now, and
We got a couple
we've got
British guys.
Canadian guys. Canadian. Oh, 2 British
But
guys
kinda
actually. Yeah.
Woodworks. Yeah, we've got
got
some good
Canadian
Canadian guys,
guys.
and then we got some weird Canadian guys. So, Tony, you know who I'm talking about, Tony.
Yeah. And Nathan's going to stay
We do
up for
need a
48
Canadian
hours,
interpreter,
which is
though.
good.
So if anybody can speak Perno, let us know.
Yeah, I believe there's a Perna dictionary, to be honest with you.
It's got to be out there somewhere. Somebody has to have a way to understand what he's saying some of the time.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Dolly Parton thing is, but every time I see him in chat, he's got to say Dolly Parton. I don't know. So
That's well,
I
at least
just reply with
that's
Kenny
at least
Rogers.
it's under. That's some of those things you can just like make stuff up and kind of go with it. But like in the artist chat group, he says stuff. You're just like, what the hell is that? Like that doesn't make it has nothing to do with anything. It's just like random words. Half the time I think they're made up. But
Well, the good thing is now Dre can't take the piss out of me because he can't understand what I'm saying. Because all I'm going to say is just like Tony Perna. Simple. That's going to be my go-to. Yeah, your fellow brother Tony Perna. At least I'm trying to speak
Yeah.
American.
Dre will be up in there speaking. Dre will be up in there speaking Scottish though. So
I keep saying Dre Scottish third language. There's a lot of Scottish in Canada, isn't there? Canada. Is that what you call it, Canada? Start making our own names up for countries and everything. Tony does, so we can. We can do what we want.
Terrible.
Right, I think we've done well.
Yeah, I think we did all right. We broke an hour again, so we'd like to keep it right about that hour mark. So thank you guys. Appreciate you coming out, watching, hanging out with us today. Jake didn't want to go live. I wasn't planning on going live, but then he said go live, and I was like, all right, I guess. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. Good to be back doing this stuff. So, but all right, that's it. See you. Get the hell out of here. Go away.
Look at my
Bye.
hand. I was going to say peace, but look at my hand. How weird's my hand? That's like fucking. Is that normal? What? That can't be normal, can it?
Your fingers is like sideways like this.
Yeah, it's arthritis, isn't it? You still do that.
Go jerk off.
But it's bent. Jerk off.
See you guys. Go jerk off.